listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we're here doing another AfterBuzz TV After Show for the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 5, Episode 4. What is this one called? Unmoved. Very good title.
Yeah.
I'm DJ Jesse here in the AfterBuzz studio with Stephanie Bauer, rocking a lovely orange, very fall of you.
I'm trying to be fall. Only a few more days till like Christmas season.
Yay!
Yes.
Across from her, we have Sir Mykee Wattz.
What's up?
Repping a very poetic justice situation.
Don't we look like we?
Yeah, but it kind of matches with the lovely Corrinne Williams.
We coordinated.
Holler, booze. Holler.
And then killing the game, we got her two times in a row.
She is killing the game today.
She's killing it with she has a business swag.
I need y'all to see these shoes.
And y'all need to check out her shoes because she is killing
I would like throw my leg up, but you don't need to see my leg. I can't go that.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, the library is open, and it's time to read these bitches.
Yay! How do you read?
Let's start with the boring one out of all. I mean, just this week, because I know you're gonna come for it. Like, she is not boring, Porsha. This week she was boring.
She didn't really get any airtime. We don't care about her burning biscuits and crunchy bacon. I like her hair though, Porsha.
At least she was trying to cook though, unlike Kenya.
But her husband said something was pretty cool. He was, and I took something from it. He was like, "Why did Kenya bother you? Because just because her attitude is bad, it has nothing to do with you." So she could just kind of learn from that.
I mean, he would say that because he's 40.
Right.
What you trying to say?
He's a learned man.
What's the lesson you can learn from this, honey?
With his lesson, she had a light read.
He puts her bib on as he's saying it. Let me wipe your face.
Yeah, I know. They're a cute couple, right?
I like them.
I like them.
Yeah.
I think they're interesting. What did she say after he gave his knowledge? She said, "Yeah, you know, maybe she may not like something going on in her life."
Oh, God. How psycho.
I can't wait to see Porsha when she gets with like Phaedra, NeNe, all of like the real players in Real Housewives of Atlanta, how she acts. Because so far we've only really seen her with Kenya, who's another newbie. So it's like, she's so young and little and like immature. I can't picture her with Phaedra, especially, or Cynthia.
I could see her friending Phaedra, Kandi, and that whole situation.
That. But she's 32, so she's really not that
She acts like she's 22, which is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Right. Why does that bother no one? Yeah.
I like her. She's
it's fine.
Oh my God, I burnt the buns again. It's like, again? Wow.
That's
you didn't learn from the first time?
No.
Because she has a cook normally, but that was the chef's day off. So
she's never had to do
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, in my head. I'm just saying.
Just giving her the benefit of the doubt.
She was pulling out her easy bake oven.
Then she would have set the house on fire.
That was a read.
Now, something a little more elegant. We had the birthday party situation. But before that, Apollo, Ayden, and Phaedra went to go get Aiden's haircut. Get him ready for his second birthday.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, we know Phaedra throws elaborate situation. Events.
Honey.
Oh no, yeah. It's,
no, experiences.
Coordinate experience.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, coordinate and experience.
Yeah.
Not
When did
girl
Apollo
body.
become a barber, though? Like,
I know.
He's given like every trait in the book.
He is Jamaican.
He's an engineer. He is
I
a
had
barber.
7 jobs.
He's a jack of all trades. That's like, no,
Last week he was a nutritionist.
He might have learned it.
yes.
He might have learned it in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have learned it in jail.
You do
Hey.
need a trade. Next week he'll be handy manny. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd be making chairs and shit.
Right. You know, door this,
Pottery.
He's her house husband.
Yes, he is. Let's see. So this birthday party, this experience, Ayden apparently loves fish and trains. So of course this has to be blown up to the biggest situation we could possibly get going.
Ridiculous.
We're at the Georgia Aquarium, which is an amazing
It's a
aquarium.
great aquarium.
And I know I've been there once, so I know exactly where the beluga whale thing is, and that's where their party was thrown. And Phaedra felt it necessary to come riding in on Thomas the Tank or whatever he is.
Thomas the Tank. Thomas the Train.
Thomas the Tank.
The most hilarious thing is nobody cared when they came in. It was like the band,
So
marching band, like
ridiculous.
nobody cared.
She
The
had
marching band.
The Bayou Classic Band out there introducing.
Step team, like-
Right. Get. I couldn't. And then why my pet peeve was like 20 G's for a 2-year-old's birthday
Can
party.
you just put that in
They're
the
talking
fun?
about Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Hello.
Just put that in the fun for
Can you put that
college
in
and
my bank
beyond.
account?
Like-
Right.
And then when she made the comment, like either you can, or you dream, or you're a hater.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
I liked it because it was from her.
liked it.
That's such crap.
But it was a lot.
Oh, how about this one?
How about you can, you dream, or you're just dumb? It's $20,000. We're in a freaking recession. Go invest in something. Build a new company or something. Why are you spending
Right.
20 grand on a dolphin?
And your son will never remember
For a 2-year-old that won't remember. Like, and
off.
I'm sorry, it makes me angry.
How about this one? Me and
There's
Dwight.
starving people in the world, and you spent $20,000 for Dwight to stand there. Did everybody feel good about that the way that I did?
That's everything.
What's wrong with him?
Did everyone love the beluga whales the same
was
way
so
I love
weird
the
and
beluga
awkward.
Does Dwight get paid for that? I'm
Honey,
sure
he
he pays.
gets 20 G's. Get your life.
He don't get the 20 G's, does he?
He was the coordinator.
Come on, he needs fillers in those
Oh
cheeks.
my God.
Let's be real. He probably pocketed about 10. You
Yeah,
think that party
pocketed
honestly
it.
cost? I don't know. To
I
get
mean,
that train in there.
the private show might have cost a nice penny.
Not really.
Yeah, because if you like did it just for your, it's not like they just went to a show that they were having.
Girl, they
it was
said it
just
was a
for their
private show. We
people.
don't.
That's true. We don't know if they were all in the party
Right.
or not. That was true.
Also, do you think Phaedra really spent that much money, or she's just trying to show off? Like,
Show off.
it's easy to say, "Oh, this party is costing me $20,000." She could be lying.
She could be.
But
That
yeah,
makes it even worse.
I know.
I didn't think Phaedra had that much money to throw around like that. I mean,
So she could be
Right.
making it up.
But you know she is
She got
in
them
the
clients.
funeral business now
oh, that's true.
with Willie Watkins.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
saying, honey.
So the only housewife that showed up was Kandi. Kim,
Oh, she put the $100 bill. Is that
That's cute.
that's an old like tradition?
Yeah.
In the South, if you got people that got $100,
Right.
But not really $100. Like when it's your birthday, they just pin dollars or 20s.
They made it
on
seem
there.
like it was the $100.
well, ideally it's the C note, but
Holler.
most of us ain't had that.
Right.
So we was
I had
getting the
dollars on me.
We had dollars.
I still accept them.
I got $1 for each birthday.
like
until
a
my
water,
grandma
a
passed.
water one's
I'd
like
be like
14.
22, and she gave me $22.
Can you tape a quarter to somebody? Just,
Yeah,
let me put this penny right here. Just tape that.
right on your forehead.
Oh, it was cute
horrible.
that Kandi did that.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
that's
very
cute.
precious.
So nice.
And then, so they call Kim to find out where Kim is, and of course, as we learn, NeNe says Kim got every excuse in the damn book.
Every. I
'Cause
feel
the
like
what do you feel like? What?
this episode should have just been like 101 excuses of Kim Zolciak.
I feel like she should just get a spinoff just on this move. Like, I mean, we did it for the wedding. Be like, what was it? Don't be tardy for the
Yeah, don't be tardy for your eviction. 48 hours later. like 48 hours.
I just don't believe Kim anymore. She's just like, one moment it's her dream house, the next moment it's haunted.
Haunted, yeah.
And I can't wait to get out of here.
And she's like, I'm sure you heard about it in the press, like. Yeah.
Well, probably because, like she said, Kendra was tweeting her finances out there.
Well, y'all heard what NeNe said.
Oh, yeah, that was hard.
Because of your credit, you couldn't get that house walking around with egg on your face. Oh, really, girl? Tell us how you really feel.
Okay.
Just actually order an extra mimosa after that one night. So yeah, as far as the birthday party goes, I mean, I feel like Phaedra's gonna be broke by the time this kid's 8 years old with these types of parties.
Oh, don't have another baby either. Then what?
They're not gonna have another baby. They're gonna spoil that one.
But you know
so
what?
Bad. They're not gonna.
Okay, I don't know if I'm the only. Well, you have a sibling. But you guys are twins, so I guess it didn't really.
Well, no, we have a twin. I have a twin and an older sister. So.
Okay, so did for me, like, apparently my first birthday was like. I mean, it wasn't that, but from my neighborhood, like we had like a little merry-go-round thing, and like it was like supposedly.
It's the first one, like okay.
Oh, my brother didn't. My brother didn't get that.
I'm not the second child.
So my parents were like, "Oh, we already."
I'm the third. I just remember nothing.
Yeah, I'm the second. I think I had one birthday.
Blow out your Ralph's cake, girl.
I think they probably forgot. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's around.
But that's the point. You don't even remember it. This kid is not gonna remember it, except that it's documented on national TV. But he's not gonna remember it. But I did think it was a cute idea. When her and Dwight first walked into that room, I just thought it was like a country club. I was like, this poor kid, this is his 2-year-old's party. But then when I realized it was at the aquarium, that's cute.
I think this was better than the one at the water park, because what's a 1-year-old doing?
How many cakes?
12.
Okay.
12 cakes.
One for every month of the year.
For $20,000, can Dwight buy a better suit? 'Cause I'm so tired
He
of those
makes
old
his
suits.
own suits.
Oh, man.
No, she by Sheree makes his suit.
How tragic.
I don't know. For $20,000, can Dwight get a better conch in his hair?
Oh, man.
For $20,000, can we just pay this man to not come back on the show?
Yeah.
Right.
He used to be so good. I liked him in like the first season.
But you liked him with
NeNe, and now it's like, are you back from the dead, like talking all slow and weird, and it just doesn't make sense.
He does look like a tale from when they were watching that dolphin show. I thought he was gonna cry a couple times. Like, he was standing there.
What is he doing? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I wish he and NeNe would get back together, though.
Girl, he looked like, you ever seen The Wizard of Oz? The Scarecrow.
He looked like the Wiz.
Yeah.
That was a read.
You can win.
A low key. Oh. He's on down the road. I don't know.
Dwight needs to ease on down that road.
Dwight.
All right, so again, next week we want to give shout outs to you guys. So what we need you guys to do is we love the comments on YouTube, but please, you guys got us on the top 10. We aren't number 1 yet.
What are we, number 4?
I think we're 4th, number 3. So all we need you guys to do is subscribe, rate, download, comment, and leave your Twitter name.
Wait, we're climbing.
This is Courtney's little dance over here.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I was trying to say climb, and we're doing the robot. Anyway.
And so we're going to give a couple shout-outs. TV Genius said, what do we think about Kandi? A lot of her this season is just her moving, but he loves her little interviews, like jabs at Kim.
Yeah, she's funny. I like Kandi.
I like Kandi.
I just want her to jab at Kim in her face. Like when Kim was up in her house, I wish she had been like, well, guess what? I paid for my house in cash and you just got kicked out. How about that?
She got racks on racks.
She was
on
so
racks.
rude in her house. So that's my only complaint.
Well, she's always rude like that, too.
Yeah, but it was just like,
Kandi.
come on. She's got a happy, nice, she put aside the whole you never paid me trick for the work that I did for you, and I'm still trying to be your friend. And then you're going to roll up in her house that she's so proud of and shit on it.
Oh, well, Kandi wrote her. She said, what did she say? She said, you know, she's talking all this junk, talking about locking my doors. She said, but at least everyone in my neighborhood
owns their homes. Yes.
What
I
a
wish she
read.
had said that to her face.
But that's the thing. She's so passive aggressive.
Stepped on her
like
toe.
she's never direct, in my opinion. And then she says things like in her little confessionals on the blogs, and then when people call her out on the reunion, she twists her words. It's whack.com.
I still like Kandi though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She cool. All right, so Kim, let's go back to Kim moving. She's pissed at her movers, and then had to hire a moving coordinator. You should have did that before they were packing the boxes. So
Which one was the moving coordinator?
The guy with the red shirt that came at the end. He was like, all right, let's get this moving. And he came in at the end, but he should have been there being like, okay, Christmas trees do not go with margarita blenders. But that's what happens when, you know.
But don't they just pack rooms like when you hire a moving company unless you specify
room,
otherwise?
right?
They say basement.
Mix, yeah, basement.
So if
Room number one.
If your
kitchen.
Christmas crap is there next to the blender in the basement,
That's not their fault.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Talking about go off on him. Sweetie's like, no, Kim, you can't do that.
And you know she didn't get those expensive movers that they were talking about.
Oh, Lord. No, because
she can't afford it.
Those are the ones that stand out next side of Home Depot.
I mean, I didn't even recognize the truck. You didn't recognize any truck names either.
At all.
On those trucks.
So what did you guys think? We saw the kids again. The girls were back for a quick
The
moment.
older one's looking better. She's like growing up. No, she's like
I didn't think that. That's what you got from
the
that?
older one in the last scene when she was going out to meet her boyfriend or whatever, and she's in the little dress.
looks
She's like,
cuter there,
she's getting cuter. The other one.
I was thinking that the younger one is
yeah.
actually growing out of her
When she was in the meditating box,
she
I
was
was
kind of
like,
like, oh, she's kind of cute now because she was having that like
awkward
Little Miss Sunshine era of life like last season. And I mean that she's cute and little and round and it was cute, but like now she's sort of loafing. I like them both.
But
I don't like talking about the kids. I'm sorry.
The awkward of like Kim and Croy like making out, talking about having sex in front of them, like that was awkward.
Yeah.
Gross.
I feel like Kim's baby can't hold up her heavy head. I just feel like it's about to tip over or something. I kind of want to just want to grab it.
He
the head
looks a
real quick.
lot like Croy.
Yeah.
Like a
He does. He's a beast.
Not
He looks like Santa Claus.
good way.
He has those rosy cheeks and the
does.
nose. I was like,
I feel like he's
Santa.
those babies that look like an old man before they're like an old man.
Benjamin
like a cute
Button.
little old man.
We
He's a cute baby though. He's a
Wasn't
cute
that
baby.
bad.
I can't. They moved back into their townhouse, right?
What was the music?
That was God.
Oh, okay.
Because God has better things coming for Kim.
I thought he was striking us down for laughing at that kid.
No, wait. Can we please talk about how Kim thinks that this house is haunted?
She does
and
not think the house is haunted.
It's negative and
That's
all negative things. But it
voltage.
was a dream house and all the memories that they had. But it was so negative because everything negative is
so
happening.
negative
in this
because
house.
you broke and can't afford it.
Exactly.
It's like that black hole just sucked all that money up out you.
Yeah.
No, it was all that Versace dinnerwig you had in the living room.
I want to know what they stole when they broke in her house too. They said somebody broke in her house.
It was probably Kenya. Like, she said a wig.
A dirty old synthetic wig, honey. I'm tired of Kim. I mean, just go.
Girl,
Your house is
it was charade.
NeNe called you out. You have bad credit. You probably shouldn't have been in the house to begin with. You couldn't afford the payments. So that's why Kendra started tweeting about you because you started talking junk in the A. So she was like, actually, this is why Kim's getting evicted because she can't pay her rent.
But it shouldn't be about Kim anymore. It's her husband. Isn't he like loaded?
Hello.
I wouldn't say
Maybe he's football and their contracts are not promised. And it was only like, what was it, $5 million over 3 years
3
or
years.
something? So it wasn't huge to begin with.
Yeah.
And if you're taking on that sort of a mortgage, I'm assuming the house is of what, $3 million at this point? Or she said it was only appraising for 2.1 or something crazy.
Poor Croy.
And for all you know, they might have kept their finances separate. So maybe she wanted to buy the house because he was like, I'm not on that, and it didn't work out.
Well, I hope she took that car back that she bought him last season.
We didn't see it.
Right.
We still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it.
that ain't been parked out front.
All I've seen is the
driveway.
same white Range Rover she's been driving, and then the big Escalade or whatever that is that he had around a lot. So
I mean, even the wealthy miss out on
they
bills,
rented that
so
for one day.
Never know.
like,
Look what I got you. Return that right back tonight. So they go back to the townhouse.
Croy must feel like emasculated, right? Going back to the townhouse where she used to live.
No,
she was
honestly,
like,
I feel like
that
Croy
big
was like, we
pop
should have
up.
did this
like,
from the beginning.
Like, why do we even have to move? Yeah.
They should have done that from the beginning, but they didn't. Now they're going back to it. He's kind of got to feel a little like, oh, this is the house you used to live in when you were a
I think he's
Bumping on Big Papa.
Exactly.
And aren't we concerned that Big Papa paid for that house?
He did.
Thank you.
I think Corey is probably more like, I told you so.
I think he's relieved. Like, my pockets was
You guys
hurting.
really think that? I don't think he really thinks anything about it.
He just thinks it's a home and he don't care.
Yeah, his head is in a bubble. Like, doo-doo-doo.
Really? You don't think
it's
he's...
not in a bubble. It's stuck up something else, which is why apparently he thinks all that's going on with
I
Kim
want
is
to know
okay.
what are Kim's tricks.
I don't know, but she got some backflips
she got
or something.
Some moves.
She got that magic puna.
Seriously, I think he's got like mommy issues. Like when I see her lean over, when I see her like lean over and kiss him, and he like loves
Like
it.
he only likes pregnant women?
Something like that, like an old like mom.
Lactate in my mouth.
Ew, Jesse.
What?
That was awful.
There's fetishes for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
But seriously, he
Lactate
could be
in the
right.
mouth.
Like I just think Croy is like so like nice looking and nice and normal. Like what does he see in Kim? It almost just feels like a mothering thing.
Yeah,
I've always said that from the beginning when they first started dating. I thought I was.
He sure does
It's
keep her
awkward.
pregnant every year. Oh no,
Yeah.
he must like that.
It's
That's
just
easy
weird.
to do. I mean,
All right.
he don't want to use stuff, and all she got to do is say I'm using stuff and not use stuff. So whatever. He wants babies. He's from like Montana. He's thinking like we're gonna have a family and we're gonna be great and life is gonna be good. And he doesn't need all that other stuff. But some men like high maintenance women.
Kandi
he
said
found her.
something. Kandi's like, "You're a Falcon's wife. You don't let someone go on Twitter and say this about you. What are you supposed to do about someone else going on Twitter and writing stuff about you?" I don't understand what Kandi meant by that.
Was it Kandi or NeNe? Because
That was Kandi. Yeah.
Said that, but what is she saying that Kim should do? I was confused by that.
Didn't Kim give the girl, Kenya, or whatever her name is, more crap
On
over
Twitter? Right.
because of it? Instead of just being like, dropping it and getting out of the house and leaving it alone, she gave her more crap. So it just gave it more fire to go after her anyway.
And that's what Kandi's saying.
Yeah.
Kandi's right.
and
if you're
keeping
like,
it within your friends versus like
Okay.
Yeah.
spreading the word.
Because more than likely, I mean, who is this Kenyan woman anyway? Is she really going to be talking smack about your money and all that if you were doing what you were supposed to be doing, or not giving her a hard time about once they decided to let you leave kind of situation? So.
And they seem like friends. They seem nice and normal.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
They were, yeah.
So Kim clearly didn't pay her.
Kendra wanted her coins at the end of the day. And then remember on Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding or whatever, Kendra sent her husband over there because they were trying to serve her with the papers. And so Kim rented all this unnecessary security.
So they couldn't come and serve her.
So they couldn't even come on their own property to serve her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't see all that.
It was redonkulous.
Yeah.
Like,
But she tried to make it seem like they were just there to like interrupt the wedding and whatever. But technically, as a landlord, if you're having that size of a party, you're allowed to be on the property and find out like what's going on and who's gonna be there. But she tried to make it seem like they were just coming to like cause problems for the wedding and all this, and he was just trying to give her.
Okay.
So they wasn't invited to the wedding?
no, because they already
They were
like,
fighting.
You're not paying your bills.
Wait, Kim got married on that property? And
Yeah.
So she's sitting here talking all this trash about
haunted
this
house.
Yes, that's why she planted $40,000.
She's like, nothing but shit has happened to this house. This is the worst house ever. And that's where she got married.
Which is why she's going to be divorced in like 3 years.
Exactly.
I rebuke you.
It ain't going to last. It ain't going to last.
That's a mess. That's why it's haunted
hope it
now.
lasts.
Because she couldn't pay her bills. So NeNe just called her out. Thanks for the call out, NeNe. We appreciate that.
My favorite part was when they were at the townhouse. And Kim was like, where am I going to lay out? And Sweetie was like, oh, you can lay out on the driveway. She was like, oh, you're right. There's no privateness around here. And then she was eating the glazed donut. And Kim said, did you just eat the glazed donut? That was Croy's. She was like, actually, Sweetie, you did really well today. You can have a glazed
donut.
He said, oh, maybe 2?
No, she was like, oh, I actually ate 2. I'm like, sweetie, I need you as a sister to not let your master punk you on TV like that. Like,
she just wants TV time really
it just
bad.
helps
Really
to
bad.
confirm.
She got a new weave and she wants her TV time. It could be her big break.
TV time, aka slave time. Like, what, girl? Your party's over. I can't.
She's
Girl,
playing a
Kristen
slave.
Stewart gives me better.
Playing a slave.
I can't. I don't support this ministry. And then back to the tanning thing. Like, really, Kim? Like, this is your main problem? Like, this is your only concern?
Yeah, where am I gonna lay out?
Tan? Like,
Is it safe for pregnant women to tan?
How about you unpack?
How about you unpack? Get it together. God can't.
She's like, what else do we have to do? Sweetie's like, a whole shitload of stuff. What do you think?
But is it safe for a pregnant woman to tan? Why is she even worried about that?
Yeah, you could lay out in the sun, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You shouldn't go on a tanning bed, I don't think, but you can lay out in the sun.
She might, though. You know, she's cray-cray.
Yeah,
she would.
Her skin is looking a little worn now.
It does look worn. I noticed that, too,
Like
on this
close-ups,
episode.
like,
a little rough.
A little leathery, like jerky.
You might want to leave the tanning alone.
Really?
Consider moisturizer.
Or spray.
That sounds gross.
All right. Speaking of,
Somebody call Kenya.
I gotta give a shout out to one of our fans last week on YouTube. They left us a comment about how we were going in on Kenya and her situation, facial situation.
Her leather face.
Situation. Well, no, they actually said.
I said adult acne happens.
They said they called her tapioca pudding face.
It was so mean.
Wow.
And then this week, Wendy Williams was talking about it too.
Yes.
And poor Kenya, she said acne happens to adults too.
Kenya said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Watch What Happens Live.
Her feelings were hurt.
She was like,
That
it
is
was
sad.
really
There's, like,
unnecessary.
Because when you have skin problems, especially.
That's sad.
But you can't be
Oh,
walking
come on,
around
man.
acting like
Well, see, that's the
I'ma
problem.
shit
She
on
acts
you,
like
I'ma
her
shit on
shit
you, I'ma
don't
shit on you, 'cause
stink,
then
and
it's gonna
that's
come
what
back.
Makes it, but still.
That's why people don't feel bad for her.
Yeah, but I get it.
I don't think that's how she really is, though.
Yeah.
Like, authentically, I think that's what she's paid to be. It is.
She's
Real
being there trying to get
Housewives.
paid more money.
right. See, what the trick is that they act like this on the show, and then when you see them in interview, you're like, bitch, she's a bitch, she's a bitch. But then when you talk to them in interviews, they seem down to earth. Normally, you're like, oh.
Because their PR person's trained them
Right.
to act like it. But she
And Miss Kenya's been in the business.
and she got mad when she got referred to by Miss. So come on.
Yeah.
I still like her.
But all right, let's.
I like her too. I think she's.
I like her family. We got Walter got to meet the fam.
Side note, didn't you guys think Walter looked a little bit cuter
No,
this episode?
dude, he is not.
Was he nervous? Why was his face so beat red?
His flat top was a little bit lower.
this
It was
girl-
lower, and I'm like, he's getting closer and closer to like a Caesar cut, right?
Girl,
so
No.
I thought he looked nice at the dinner.
I thought he did. I
And I thought they looked like they
How
matched.
did he look nice? He had a raggedy worker.
He's a working man. He runs a towing company.
yeah.
He's not going to be in a Gucci suit or whatever.
I'm not saying you need a Gucci
he's
suit,
just
but
not
he
that
came
guy,
in his uniform,
'cause even
his
when they
tow
had-
truck
Girl, didn't you ever
uniform
watch Soul
to meet
Food?
He
Auntie.
might have just got off work and he was just trying to get there and he didn't have an assistant like Sweetie to have his suit ready. So he just wanted to be on time.
Girl,
he
your
didn't want to be
party's over.
late.
But girl,
You better
bye.
make an excuse for that old man.
He's not old.
He looks
old.
He doesn't look that much older
I'm
than
with Courtney
her.
on this
They're
one.
in their
I'd-
40s. They look old and happy together.
I feel like he's a
older.
real guy.
A
Then when
real
you sit there
dude.
and watch him on camera, he can tell he's like not really comfortable with it. So that's kind of why he acts
Yeah.
awkward.
Well, is it because he's not comfortable on camera or he ain't comfortable with that crazy
Well, I think both.
'Cause
Let's talk about the family dinner. But before we get into the other situation with her, the family dinner, we had Aunt Lori, her uncle, cousin, and then they were eating at her cousin's restaurant where she's the chef, and she just came out. That's intimidating.
Oh my God.
On the
Right.
first,
Dude, no wonder she hasn't brought him around if my family acted like that. Like, that's not how you act when you first meet someone. You might make a little jab like your dad say, what's your plans with my daughter? But they
Yeah.
were like, third
So what do you think about
degree,
marriage?
so awkward.
That's
I honestly,
not ha- oh,
I
sorry.
honestly thought the aunt wanted to jump homeboy's bones.
Right?
Like she was into it. I like you.
oh my God.
I feel like you don't act like that when you're over a certain age. Like when you're 16, when you're 20, when you're maybe 30, but 40, like
but you don't act like what?
Auntie Lori's not grilling a 40-year-old Corinne
Yeah.
at the table with my boo. Like, hey, this is my boo. Like,
Right.
you're not grilling him. What are your intentions? I'm no spring chicken. I have one ovary left, honey. I'm trying to get the party scrambled. I'm scrambling this bitch. Like, come on. Like, I'm ready. Hello.
All right.
Like,
Right, but then you were with the wrong person because, like he said, I was in a relationship and I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her. Why are you
And
laughing
who
at
says
that?
all of that?
Why I'm laughing like that is because
I think that's real talk.
No.
She said,
Look, I'm gonna tell you why. The other day we went out and a waiter just came to us to our table, and he just broke down out of nowhere. And he was like 50 something, looked very handsome, young, and just out of nowhere starts breaking down, talking about he was with this woman, the love of his life, but now the same exact story that Walter told.
Your waiter?
Yeah. And so this is very reminiscent. It was kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy. Those are the kinds of people that show back up to places with guns and do strange things.
Oh, no,
that's
it wasn't
too much
that kind
emotional energy coming out to strangers.
Look, we were also
there
like
there
3
needs to
bottles
be
of mimosa
some
in.
emotional walls. He wasn't on the mimosas.
No, he wasn't.
Emotional walls, people.
But
Have
I'm
a
just
few.
saying that's the extreme part of it. But I can understand if you're sitting down trying to get to know people. Who knows what Kenya said to her aunt, and he's probably sitting here like, this bitch is gonna think like I'm ready to propose marriage. Like, let me explain to you guys. Like, I want to take it slow. I want to make sure this is the right one. Like, your niece
But
is
how
crazy.
slow does it need to go? Haven't they been together for a year?
2
Off
years.
Off and on.
Off and on is never
Long
a good
distance.
But at
thing.
40 years old, like off and on, what does that really mean? It's
It
not
means
like
that
you're
y'all
like
shouldn't be
20
together.
trying to discover yourself. Like you 40 and you ain't figured it out in like a few months. I'm thinking maybe we ain't gonna figure
Your
it out.
party's over.
Yeah.
Your
Bye.
I get it when you're young, but like at that point, I don't know.
I love how Kenya's like, he and I both know this relationship is headed towards marriage. Really? Because I don't think he knows
Because
that.
he looks real confused every time she brings it up. He just looks away.
Every time she is talking, especially when they were having dinner with the leftovers, every time she's talking to him, he has this look on his face that's like, who are you? / you're like, creep me out. What are you saying? When the camera pans to him, this is him.
Yeah.
And literally, and he goes,
He says,
after everything she says,
he goes, go ahead and have a sip of that wine again. And she's like, okay.
But the aunt, when they were talking about him being married the first time, the aunt's like, well, what do you think we'd be looking for in a second marriage? And he says, in all seriousness, like it's this revelation from God. To be honest, I think I would really need to be in love.
'Cause
No
that's
shit.
a big deal. You didn't figure that out.
And Mel like applauded him like, yeah.
but
I
what is
like this guy.
right? But you couldn't be here and sit here. You've been talking to her for how long, and you can't be like, my feelings for her are going towards that way.
No,
This is
'cause they're
exactly
not.
I feel like they were just banging each other for
I was
2
just
years.
gonna say that every time, because when she said he was looking around and looking like, he to me always looks like he's just thinking, I just really want to play with your titties.
Especially, he brought that bottle of Moscato over.
Like I seriously think, because it's when they had lunch or dinner or whatever outside on the patio, her boobs was just out, and I think he was just like, ooh, can we just?
Well,
And no guy really wants to hear, I want to be 9 months pregnant right now. Like, I mean, really.
At your romantic dinner, like on the side of the pool,
Unless
like
you're crying.
yes.
Then you don't hear that.
He's like, can you just be naked and we not talk? Like that would be easier.
Well, that's why I said it from the beginning. I'm gonna say it again. L.A. Casting. That's where we go. Holler. And they said, please have a flat top, be an awkward-looking black man, and girl, bye. Get your.
I don't think that. I honestly
LA
think
Casting.
they were banging for a while, and now she's just kind of getting crazy. Like she's starting to, her hormones are starting to get wild right now. Like
Starting.
Kenya
That's how they
said,
get
well, they
started.
probably been. They actually might be
getting
fried.
She got one ovary, I'm telling you.
But wait, what did she say? I'm not ovulating tonight anyway.
Yes.
Who says that?
Kenya said, Walter could be the one, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that ring. So he could be the one, but you're going to do whatever it takes to get the ring.
You're not sure.
She don't know.
She doesn't know what she...
LA
She just
Casting,
wants
I'm
a
telling you.
baby, and she thinks she has to get married to have the baby first.
Girl, I don't think she thinks anything at this point. She just going wherever her vagina takes her at this
Well,
point.
she did say closed mouths don't get fed.
And neither do closed legs.
Exactly.
Oh. Like him tell her, ow.
All right, let's talk about the main situation we had here. Miss Phaedra and Miss Cynthia in this whole butt dialing experience.
It's Phaedra, pause.
Phaedra's butt is the main
I just got
situation.
bit.
I'm going to use that from now on.
Like just in the middle of a conversation, you're over it. Oh shit! It's itchy.
I guess
Like,
they
girl.
wanted some chocolate. Yeah, girl.
And she just kept
Yep.
laughing. That was hilarious.
Really, girl? I like the read that Cynthia and NeNe were having about
you was
That was
loving
amazing.
That cackle had me out of my seat, honey. Because NeNe was just over there as Cynthia was reading her, and NeNe was just doing Phaedra things.
My prayer call.
Yeah, it was so funny. I live for it. I love it.
Oh, but
NeNe like drops it. She's like, "Oh, and I had your back when someone." And Cynthia's like,
What?
Yeah.
Bravo had them go to
So
lunch to
scripted.
talk about it. Yeah, NeNe
So
just like drops it. And he's
So-
like, "Oh, I didn't tell you. Let me get my phone out."
you said
But
it's
whatever.
scripted?
Well, that part.
All right, a lot of
yeah.
our fans are tweeting that they think that whole thing and even the message was edited and scripted.
Here's why I don't really think so, I don't think that was a fake phone call, because Phaedra, that didn't even sound like Phaedra. She does not talk like that when she's on camera. She's very like, you know. So I do feel like she did not know she was being recorded on an answering machine, and she said the F-bomb, which is so unlike her. I feel like if it was a fake thing that Bravo had done, Phaedra would have been much more like, I don't know, like her character, exactly. So that's why I kind of think that it really was real, that she really was just saying it and it got taped.
Well,
Can
I'm
you
not
send
saying-
voicemails to people? Like if it was on a voicemail on my phone, I can send you the voice. Because how was it on NeNe's phone?
I don't know.
She said that Phaedra butt dialed a friend
Her
of hers
friend.
and left the voicemail.
But I mean, to your point, Stephanie, I'm not saying that part was fake. I'm saying like how NeNe like brought it up. That
Well,
was
Bravo needs it to be brought up in a way to show viewers how it
entertaining.
happened. They always do it at lunch. They have them go to lunch, always.
I mean, I thought it was real because there was $1 million look on Phaedra's face when she says, "Well, I have it recorded."
$1
She was like,
million
"Oh, really?"
look.
Oh no! Come on, my favorite part is when you know someone's lying
And she
they
started
just,
laughing.
No,
She's
and
like,
they just keep.
exactly.
So you didn't say
the F word.
F you, and she was proud to be spelling that word out on Bravo TV. I was
F-U-C-K.
Phaedra was like, I sure didn't.
Like that.
I sure
use
didn't.
I don't participate in tomfoolery.
Tomfool.
That's what she said. I said,
You are a tomfool, so stop playing.
That's what
Stop playing.
That's what you look like when you got a
Yes.
recording.
Just say, yeah, boo, yeah. Like, I'm caught, like, or something. Come on, Phaedra.
Phaedra's so fake. Like after that, I feel like she's so
she
fake.
is, but I still like her.
No, I still love her. And she's hilarious. She's funny and she's entertaining. But I can't believe Cynthia didn't play it for her.
Exactly.
She was just over it. She's
I
like,
guess.
really, bitch?
But that's why Cynthia lets us down.
No.
Because it was like so climactic. Like, please play it. And then Cynthia's like, I'm over it.
She should have just played it in the middle of those cackles.
While she was laughing.
In the middle of her scratching her boob, she should have played it. Like, let me just put up this to your breast so you
But
can
she
hear it.
still would have denied it, just
Yeah.
like when they were like, your baby is coming in 5 months. Oh, yeah, it's just going to come on out. Wait, you got a full-term baby. That's not 5 months. Oh, no, yeah, the doctor just took it out early. Bitch, come on. That's just
right.
how she is.
right,
Like,
that's
she
right,
would have,
that's
one of
right.
those people that you can be dead in her face with the picture right there. Like, this is the video, you doing
That's
it.
not me.
And she would be like,
I didn't.
like, she won't ever. Those are the kind of people that just want to smack them off the side of the road and keep moving because it's a waste of time. Like,
Make
give
her
me
voice-
my confrontation, and she won't do it.
Make her voice look like.
I can't stand that.
That
shit.
don't sound like me.
Me too.
I can't stand it. See, Cynthia's better than me because she just was like, oh, whatever. I would have had to smack her and
I know.
leave because I can't.
Well, all the girls are gonna be tossed up in the air, and I thought it was interesting the way Miss Cynthia came in, talking about brought her present, did everything the proper way.
She's so
like
classy.
See, I always
girl.
come to everything.
You know she did that though,
here.
Well,
with the
duh,
setup
I know
of
why.
I am goddess.
But that's class.
She
I
is
think
goddess.
she set
I
it
love
up
her.
perfectly.
She
though.
was.
She's gorgeous.
Miss Cynthia was giving face today. in her
She
gorgeous.
was beat down for the gods.
She is
Like,
gorgeous.
face, honey, face.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
But Phaedra's kind of right, though. I mean, when Cynthia shows up to a party, not to me because I like Cynthia, but kind of like, who cares?
No.
Right? I mean, like when Phaedra
But that's
said
why
that.
it's cool.
My
Like,
story.
just admit to
Exactly.
it. Yeah, you don't need her there. She doesn't have a small child that you have to, like, that you want to be there for your kid or anything like that. Just say, yeah, girl, I was shit talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what she could have done. It's like made it about the kid. Well, you don't have a kid, so that's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something.
She was like, and I didn't have my prayer cloth at that moment. That's why that's why the devil just jumped inside me and threw those
and
words
it
out.
said that F word, Lord Jesus, I'm sorry. She was like,
NeNe
see, that's what she used to do with Kim all
Yes.
the time. And Cynthia's not as fun because Cynthia doesn't know how to do it.
Can't give it back.
She can just smile and be like, ah, but she doesn't do it back. She and Kim were great. Kim and NeNe.
All right, so I think we have a little news and gossip situation.
Yeah, I got some news.
I got some news too.
Hook it up.
Everybody might know this news,
Twitter
though.
fight?
No. It's about Kim leaving the show, and
Deuces.
it was on Us Weekly today, and Kim has a blowout with production, so it wasn't really the cast member she was mad at. And I think we kind of see it in the next episode. She like hits the camera or something, but apparently she's mad at Bravo. She was pissed at production, so she quit and had words with them. So that's why she's mad at the show. She's not mad at the girls and not over it. Like something happened with the producers that she's pissed about. But like you said, she's gonna have a new show coming out.
But was she fired? Or did
Well,
she quit?
Well,
She
she
quit.
was.
What was the Twitter
Here's the thing.
beef back and forth between her and NeNe?
Because she's saying I quit, and NeNe's like, no, bitch,
No,
you're
but you were fired.
She was
Right.
fired because they said the
okay.
girls, the brown girls, got tired of her because she would never show up to film
She would participate.
and everything. And so they were like, "Yo, why is she still getting cut a check when we have to be here? You demanded of us. We're tired of her diva antics and like her getting away with everything." So they were like, "You know what? You guys are right. Your party's over."
It's when Cynthia invites them all to watch her wedding vow renewal. And yeah.
Why is that going down?
Where's that, in the back of the townhouse?
Yeah, and Kim says she couldn't travel
Peter
because
forgot.
she's pregnant.
He had to do it again. But that seems legitimate though, because she's arguing. Because I read something about her saying like, "Oh, I was 8 months pregnant, and this is going on." Like, it makes perfect sense. You're not going to travel to the Caribbean at 8 months pregnant. Like, that story doesn't hold for being a reason why like production would be mad and fire her. Because like most 8-month pregnant women can't travel. Like,
NeNe also did say in her tweet, she was like, nobody in production liked you. You were a bitch to work with. And the only reason you have your own show, because then Kim threw back at her, well, then why am I getting my own show? She said, bitch, that was already in your contract. They have to grant you
that's
that.
true.
Oh.
So they,
NeNe
They were like,
reading.
they upheld their end of the bargain.
All I'm saying is go on TamaraTattles.com and she has all the tea about Kim getting kicked off the show, the situation with that she's trying to tell the world, and then her and her pregnancy affecting, I'm using air quotes for those who can't see, her not being able to go on the trip. Because they're like, actually, you were so-and-so weeks pregnant, and then you were trying to say that you were. It's just a mess.
She was pulling a Phaedra. She was pulling a Phaedra.
But they're making it look like she did go, and she got in a fight with them at brunch.
Girl.
That's what I think we see next week.
Oh yeah, but I don't think they're on the trip at that
Not
point.
yet.
Yeah,
They're discussing.
because I'm pretty
it.
sure she never actually went on the trip because she was her Twitter was saying, "I don't understand. I'm 8 months pregnant. An 8-month pregnant woman. My doctor said I can't travel. Like, why are they making such a big deal?"
She's right, but when you've heard so many excuses out of Kim, it's kind of like you don't really.
And
know.
now
also-
you're saying that who knows? She was probably only 6.5 months at that point, so she could probably
Maybe
travel.
she's just staying pregnant.
She was real big. Yeah.
So she's not gonna do nothing.
And we've been hearing since the before the season started, that Kim was only going to be in up until the 5th episode.
Yeah.
So, and now we're coming to that. So it looks like
I'm not sad about it though.
I got some other news. I read on Gossip.com today.
Gossip?
NeNe's Bentley was repossessed over the weekend, last Friday.
I'm very rich. I'm very rich.
Y'all
New
should check
money,
that out.
y'all. New
Y'all
money.
can check that out.
New money, y'all. New money.
Where in LA?
I'm not sure if I believe in Atlanta. I'm not sure if I believe it,
What is
but
gossip?
that's what they said.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm sorry
as long
if
as
that
it ain't
happened to
media
you,
takeout.
but maybe you should consider just driving a Lexus for like
Just
2
get
more
a
years.
Honda. Like I'm rolling mine
Like,
till the wheels
2
fall
more
off.
years.
Sure thing.
You know, you just got your money, let it sit for a minute and accumulate some compound interest, and go get the Bentley.
Then think about it. Don't go get it. We are recessed in this recession.
Yes.
Holler.
Use your brain.
That is pretty embarrassing.
New normal won't last forever,
Kind of
NeNe.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
And aren't
It is
those
not going to
ratings
last
fickle?
forever.
Yeah, they are fickle, and I like the show a lot. But
I'm in and out about it.
I don't like her acting now. Was she the Thanksgiving one?
She's playing herself.
She's Lanithia Monique Johnson Leaks.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. On that note, let's head into predictions.
Because we kind of already did.
And now, your AfterBuzz.
What's happening? That bitch getting kicked off. That ain't got no house.
No,
All right, so
Kenya,
forget
Apollo.
that. The Kenya and Apollo situation is igniting next week.
Action. Yes.
Those two I could see because they're
I
like
cannot
nice
wait.
looking, both of them.
And they were both, and he looked at her when she said, you like a model. You like Tyson Beckford. He was like, yeah, I know.
Right, but my thing is, this is why I'm saying she only thinking with her punani because she says, I want a man that can give me a nice ring, that has money and all. You sure ain't getting that?
Well, sometimes, but you see a fine man. I mean, she's just looking
She
at
like he could just get me pregnant. We can say it's Walter.
Well, and she's real hung up on pretty kids. Pretty kids.
And Walter, I do not think he's
gonna have adorable children.
I think Walter would have cute kids.
They would have cute little kids.
They would come
They
out
might
with
have some
flat tops.
awkward skin, but
No, they'd have cute kids that don't grow into attractive older people. Like I think Walter would have really
Older
cute kids, like
Cute
babies.
babies.
Like
I
cute
think Walter. I do not think
I don't
Walter.
think
Y'all
you have
saw,
few
me and
babies.
Walter gonna be
I don't
friends.
know
I'm gonna
about
find
that.
Walter
I'm with you,
somewhere.
and I'm a fan
I
of
like
Kenya.
Walter.
So yeah, that's gonna ignite next week. So
Can't
I'm excited
wait.
to see how Phaedra is gonna react to this.
Because I want to know if they actually have an affair.
No.
Because you know
No,
when
the
she when
rumor
he
is
asked
on the
her,
trip.
that's what on that trip because what's his name Peter goes, did you hit that? Come on, man. So something went down. That was in the preview.
And
Peter
you know,
said that?
Yes.
And you
Peter
know,
totally would.
the rumors this summer were that Phaedra and Apollo had split up.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Bound chicka wow.
So they might have had a little tiff. Maybe he didn't completely hit it, but he might have smacked it a little bit.
grind
and
it.
this
They were
happened-
dry humping.
This is like Real Housewives first.
Dry humping. Ow, ow.
That would be amazing. It's just like, what are y'all doing? No, okay, we're ridiculous.
Oh, and I would love if Phaedra walked in and seen
Yes.
it. So then we get all the
A
girls.
clean man on a dirty woman. Oh, love it.
Then we're gonna get all the girls sitting down, which I'm really excited for this because what event is bringing all the girls together for? Seems like an intimate
Kim's
lunch.
wig.
Kim's wigs.
Wigs.
I don't know, because she's there.
Right, it would
Why is
have
she
to be an
finally
event
there?
for Kim.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about them discussing the trip.
I thought
That's
it was
what
the,
is.
yeah, I thought that's
So
what
they're
it
the
was.
invitation of the trip, I
Yes.
guess, maybe.
Now it
to a
kind
place
of.
I can't pronounce. Anguilla.
Anguilla.
Yeah.
Anguilla.
Angie. Yeah.
Is Porsha there?
Yeah.
Was she at the table? I didn't see her.
We didn't see a snapshot of her.
Because I think they only showed that one heavy side of the
Maybe
table.
she isn't
the,
there.
Maybe
the
she
main
isn't there.
Maybe, no, because
How is
why
she not
on the
involved?
show?
Because she came in after Kim got kicked off.
Oh, so they're just like editing
Yeah,
back to
they're
make it look like
editing.
she's sort of been in
Yes,
along
exactly.
the way.
Are you
I get it, I
serious?
get
I
it.
didn't know that. Oh.
I get it.
Yeah, get on the blog.
That would
girl.
make sense
Yes.
because it's like, why do we need another one?
I hate that.
Right, especially her.
That's lame for real because she ain't got nothing going on up here.
Now
down
it
there.
kind of looks like NeNe gets obviously mad at Kim, but also a
think it
little
looks like
upset with Cynthia
Yeah, she
because she
told her,
like
"Shut up,"
slaps her.
because she was talking.
Because they were cutting her off when she was trying to yell at Kim and tell her that she is rich, very rich.
And don't worry about that car and that with that story that was in the papers the other day. But I'm excited
Close your
because
legs to married men.
this episode was kind of a little fluffer, but
Fluffa.
That was pretty boring.
but we're so glad to have our Miss Stewart in studio.
Yes.
Are you going to be here next week?
I actually might because I have a shoot in Northridge.
Hey.
I can't. I'm not sure.
All right, so until next week, guys, make sure you guys follow us on AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. Hit us up on iTunes. Leave us your Twitter name, a comment, subscribe, rate, download. You can follow me on Twitter at DJ Jesse J.
And Steph Bauer TV.
Mykee 3000 watts.
Just say it, oh wait.
And wait, we can correct. This girl don't want to tell us about her blog. She got a blog. Why don't you let us know about your blog, girl?
Oh, yes, I'm blogging. Just saying 08.com.
Oh,
And Courtney.
yeah. Stewart Starlet, I do not have a blog.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.